What up, YouTube Digital? Um, my birthday's coming up extremely soon, and my wife kind of broke down and got me a small grinder and a drill press today. Small belt grinder, and so I'm pretty happy. I said before in a video, grinders are about $3 grand, and I was looking at commercial grinders, and I kind of dug way deep into it the other day, and I found a kit there's a lot of kits by knife makers who have made their like perfect knife, whatever. Here's one of the kits, and some people like this one. I don't really care for it. You can get the plans for like $25, but I'll show you something I just don't like. And alright, and it's hard, I'm sorry I can't zoom in, but you see here's a box steel and box steel right here, and there's a strap here. There's a bolt and a flat piece of metal and another bolt to go around this corner, and they're using two straps and two bolts to hold these two together. As you could think, that's just not okay with me. You got two, it's just not okay. It is okay for some people. It's not okay for me. What I am going to be doing is getting what's called a. Oh, there's a video on it. Let's see if there's another picture. There's not, but let me see here. How you can kind of see these straps right here on this one. The bolt, and strap on each side, and the same thing here and here. That's okay, but you're always going to be fucking with it. I don't know. I just don't like it. But this is what I want to get. It's a polar bear one. The motor and stuff, the motor and electronic control, about $300. And you can see that this is all bolt together and everything else, but it's all, CNC plates and everything else. It's all fucking sturdy as hell. It's not gonna, if you use Nylox nuts, it ain't gonna back apart. You're not gonna have to tighten it in the strap, start bending and shit like that. I mean, these things are just solidly made and drilled up and all this other bullshit. It comes to you like this. All the pieces are yada yada, and you put them together, and it's just a lot better of a design, and it's a cheaper design too. The kit itself is about $300, and you get a box full of fucking plates. You get that, and seems a little expensive for that, but I have the CAD files for this, so I could go to the local water jet guy, and I have the files that he just pop in his computer and make this. But at the same time, it's gonna, be about the same price. So this, with both patterns, with this is the small wheel, and then the thing goes straight across, or you got a small wheel, like a 4-inch wheel, and then like a 8-inch wheel right here, and then it pivots right here, so you can do it straight up and down like this. So it will be like this one right here, like this. You can swap it back and forth, or you could do that and that or that, and the other one is this style. So you kind of need both. To get that kit with all that is like $300, and then you have to go get the wheels. So $300 for the kit, $300 for the motor and motor control, because I want variable speed, and then the wheels and shit like that. And that's I don't know how much the wheels are. Probably expensive. Grinder parts and wheels. Yeah, some of these wheels are $40 to $100 a piece. Here's a 10-inch wheel for $200. So they can get a little expensive, just a tad bit. But yeah, it's just how shit is. Alright, So by the time it's done, that one's going to be about $1,000, maybe a little bit more. So I'll be working on that. But first knife is going to be a neck knife, and I'm hoping to come up with something, I'm hoping to come up with something with two options. One of them is, I've been reading, there's some people that can, CNC some up for you, some water jet. So I can put it out in two flavors. One, like a water jet version, which would be, a little bit cheaper, stuff like that. And another one, a full custom grind version where, I'm profiling it all myself and everything else, and going from there. So I'm going to come up with a design, and right now I'm on US Knife Maker Supply, and I'm trying to find some steel. I think they have some steel here. And hopefully I'm going to order some tonight and go from there. And I'm going to, with the grinder and the drill press and stuff like that, I can get a start on making some. They'll just be a lot slower. A lot. That's cool. Let's just go out and buy some Damascus. It'll be a lot slower to do the work and everything else. So to start out, and but I have a really cool design, and I want to make it a neck knife. So tell me in dimensions and stuff. Okay, first off, I could tell you it will be a Tanto, but it's going to have a little bit of, I won't say if it's going to be a Japanese or an American, or maybe some sort of a combo. But, what would be your dimensions for a neck knife? Would you want it like a 4-inch handle and a 2-inch or 3-inch blade? How overall, would you rather have like a wrap style, handle? Hold on here. You guys can't even see that. Hold on, let me try that. This is just 154, just round down, and it has an epoxy on it. This is actually grippy as hell. It's all the grip of cord. The grip is still there. It's just hard. Now it's like G10 cord. So something like that, or maybe since it's Tanto design, maybe some Japanese wrap. I don't know. Let me know below, because I'm still, the dimensions I still haven't thought up, and maybe a couple other things. But I do want to make like a standard neck design, and I think a lot of knife makers either love CNC and they kind of overuse it, or they completely fucking hate CNC and water jets, and they just fuck you. And I think I want to do it. I think I want to make the same knife and have like a hand ground, hand wrapped, all that version, and then have one like a water jet version, kind of like a what is it? An SE knife where it's kind of got a hollow handle. It's real light, but you can add some micarta to it later or something like that, and it's a lot cheaper to produce than the other one, because it can come to me pretty much all roughed, and I just have to add some edges to it and be done, rather than profile it all out and stuff. Of course, that one would be cheaper than the custom hand one, but dimensionally, looks and everything else, it'll be kind of the same. It's kind of like how Spyderco does some of its knives and stuff. It takes the same knife and it pimps it out in a sprint run. Otherwise, everybody can get the same flavor though in the normal Endura or whatever, or they can get the fancy sprint. So I don't know. Let me think about that. Tell me what you think about that idea and all that other bullshit. I'm gonna go, and I think I'm gonna take my pretty much my go-to knife, my M16-12. I like carrying the orange with me, just to let people know that I do have a knife on me. I like carrying that. I don't mind people knowing I have a knife. It serves purpose. Keeps people the fuck away. And today I thought I was going to have a problem with some people downtown. They started crowding around me when I was looking at a pawn shop window. And I thought something weird was going to happen. But anyhoozle, tell me about dimensions, stuff like that. Do you really give a shit about that much on steel? When it's a neck knife, do you really give a crap if it's 154 versus 440C? Maybe the CNC one, I'll have them doing 440C to keep it down even more. What about thickness? Do you like that, that like real thick look with the real aggressive hollow? Or I don't think I can do hollow right now, but the real aggressive like flat grind that is real. Like Snody does that real aggressive chisel grind on his. Let me know. So I can tell you this right now. I'm gonna try. It's hard for people to come up with their own designs, but I think that I have come up with something that is pretty much, I don't think I've seen anywhere else. So anyhoozle. Peace.